Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to Atlanta Grill Company. Today we're going to fire up one of the Kamado Joe Classics and we're going to make some sweet citrus glazed pork tenderloins. So let's get started. We're going to get this show started here. I've taken a pretty big chunk off of a whole pork loin. It's probably about 2/3 of it. And I've tied it up with butcher's twine to get a nice, fairly uniform shape on it. And the next thing I'm going to do is just season this guy quite liberally. I've got, once again here, a 50-50 mix of my Man Cave Meals AP Mojo and Pork Mojo, both from Atlanta Grill Company. And I'm just going to put a nice liberal coat on this guy on all sides. And now that that guy has a good coat on it, we could go straight to the grill, which is an option, but I'm going to wrap this guy up in plastic wrap and let it ride in my refrigerator overnight. Okay, I'm getting the Classic Joe ready, the Classic 3. I've decided to use the firebox divider and keep all my charcoal banked up to the back side of the grill. I've got some lit charcoal in there and I've got the JOEtisserie in place, so I'm going to let that charcoal burn for just a few minutes and then we're going to get that pork loin on the spit so we can get it turning. I've got my fire going where I think I'm pretty happy with it. So I've got our pork loin on the spit. So I'm going to load it up in here. I've also put a chunk of post oak in there to get a little smoke going. So I'm going to start the rotisserie and let this guy cook. I like to cook with the lid open on my JOEtisserie. Some people like to close the lid, but cook with it however you like. One of the things about this is I'm not real concerned about the ambient temperature here. What I want is I want to get the outside of this looking like I like it. I'm going to have a nice char and sear on the outside of that meat, and I'm going to cook this until my internal temperature gets up to somewhere between 130 and 135 before I take it off to rest it. We're getting close to being done. We've been on about an hour and 15 minutes or so, and my meat temperature is getting up close, so I want to make a little bit of a glaze that we're going to put on here. I'm going to use some of this Atlanta Grill Company hot pepper peach bourbon sauce. I'm going to pour a little bit of that out into a small bowl here, and I'm going to thin that out just a little bit with some apple cider vinegar. And I'm just going to take my spoon and mix that up really well, and then we're going to baste that pork loin. While that guy's turning, I'm just going to drizzle some of this on here and spread it around with my basting brush. And we're just going to let this finish up. It's only going to have about maybe 10 or 15 more minutes until I'm up to the internal temperature I'm looking for here, which is between 130 and 135. So This will give us a nice glaze here on the finish. Okay, my temperatures are up where I want them. This thing's looking amazing, so I'm going to stop the rotisserie. I'm going to get this guy off of the spit and out of the forks, and we're going to let it rest for about 15 minutes. Okay, so I have this off the spit. Take the forks out. I'm going to just cover it with foil, and we're going to let it rest here for 10 or 15 minutes before we cut it open. Okay, I've taken a couple of slices right out of the middle of this guy. These things are absolutely beautiful. I know my light's not doing me a lot of justice here. Let me see if I can tweak that situation just a little bit. That's a little better. Let me bring the angle down. Sorry, I just want that to look as good as it does. It's not showing up so great here. It's a cloudy day, and what I'm going to do is give this a little topping of this hot pepper peach bourbon sauce from Atlanta Grill Company. Just a little bit of this drizzled across the top, and that's going to be amazing, guys. You're going to have to give this a try. Let me know what you think. Until next time, this is John Setzler with Atlanta Grill Company.